Told me about this, man. You drained it into a bathtub?
So he had these really sharp knives, and he was like, I want to cut that thing open.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Sweet.
And let's soften it up a little bit. So I put my head under the faucet, just run hot water on it. He slices it open in the bathtub.
Ew.
I got ringworm once in the Navy. It was weird. I got it in my head. I knew about it when I wrestled in high school, but I never caught it in high school. I saw
Me neither.
I saw it. I saw other people with it.
Yeah,
so I knew what it looked like, but I never got it. And actually, until I joined the Navy, and it's just like dirty, funky people and racks. Like, so you hot rack on a submarine, and what that means is there's.
I know what it means, but yeah, you gotta explain.
So it's 3-section duty when you're underway. 18-hour days, and it rotates between the watch sections. So you're 6 hours on watch, and then you're 6 hours off watch, and then you're 6 hours before you get on watch. And in between each rotation is a meal. So because a third of the boat is always going to be on watch for 6 hours, you can get away with putting 3 guys into 2 bunks.
Right.
And that's what they mean by hot racking when one guy comes out.
Yeah, the rack is still hot from the guy.
So naturally you're going to have sloppy guys, messy guys, people who don't take care of themselves hygienically, people who never do their fucking laundry. You have laundry bags that are jammed in the bottom of the rack, and if you have a sloppy person who's just lazy, doesn't do anything,
this stuff turns into like cheese.
Well, it just fills up, right? It's overflowing with his funk. And yes, you get the cheese smell, you get the BO smell, you get all of it. And usually those smelly, dirty motherfuckers, they get their own bunk. So there's something to be said about being a sloppy individual. So those people are usually filthy. They also don't shower. Long story short, there's filth in the bunks. So I caught that along with other like skin. I think I had a wart on my hand. But so, and that was maybe a week or two before we were pulling in, coming back home. And so I pull in, and on the submarine, the oxygen levels turn down to reduce the potential fires.
Oh yeah.
And so when you do pull in, they open the hatch, all that fresh air comes in, and it lights you up, dude. Like, yeah, you're ready to go. And on top of that, like, all of your issues start to clear up as well. My wart just
weird things.
My wart just fell off because I had the extra oxygen to handle viruses. And of course, ringworm is a fungus. That didn't go away at all. And I started to create this like boil on the side of my head.
You told me about this, man. You drained it into a bathtub? That is so awful.
So it developed into a boil, and then we pulled in 1 out of every 3 days. I'm actually in my barracks with my roommate, who's on a separate watch section, and he was big in cooking and everything. We had this Louisiana guy that called him Zugga because he couldn't speak.
I got you.
There's Zugga. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So he coined the nickname Zugga. So he had these really sharp knives. And he was like, I want to cut that thing open.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, let's go. And so he's got the knife. He's coming. It's like, let's soften it up a little bit. So I put my head under the faucet in the tub.
Warm water.
I just run hot water on it to kind of like get it fired up. And he slices it open in the bathtub. So prior to this, everyone kept calling that thing my brother.
Your little friend? Because it was like a twin?
Yeah. So it was popping out. It was right about here. It was popping out enough.
Total Recall?
Yes. That's where they got it from. So it was popping out enough.
What was that thing's name?
They're like, holy shit, man. Like, you got a brother there. And so, and finally,
you got another head growing out of your head.
And finally, Zugga was like, I want to get rid of that thing.
I would have too.
I want you to as well.
Damn it, I wish you would have got it on film, dude.
Oh, I know. And so he goes into Lancet. I've got like this under the faucet, and it's raining over the top of my ear.
Right.
And he goes to slice it. And I don't even feel the slice. That's how sharp his culinary knives are.
Yeah.
And all I see is blood spurt on the side of the tub, and then spurt again.
Pus.
I was like, sounds like you got some pressure for sure. And I came up, and it was all gone, deflated. I squeezed what was left out of it, and it was gone. And like, I shit you not, I went back to duty the next day. And everyone noticed. Everyone was like, it's like, oh, your brother's gone.
You look different.
I was like, yeah.
You had 2 heads. Now you have 1.
It's like Zazie and I took care of it in the bathtub together.
Yeah, bet you did.
We are.